Good morning. Today we're going to do a very important lesson, and that is making menus. Every website will have a menu, and we have a PowerPoint which you should be able to download, and you can go through this with me. So I'll just start this. Okay, this time we're going to deal with vertical CSS driven menus, and it has a behavior file. We will be getting into that later. And effectively, it's going to be, as you would see on some websites, this particular one's going to be a horizontal one where you can go on a particular link and get out another menu, possibly another third level menu, and so forth. We do have other ones which go horizontally as well, and we'll be covering that as well. Okay. To start up the lesson, we need to talk about the structure. Now, the structure is within the HTML part, and we have a tag which we learnt a while ago, which is the unordered list, the UL tag, and then inside it we have the list elements, the LI tags, and within it we have another UL list, and obviously it will have its own list items. Now, I've actually made it color coded in the bottom, and this is just like the opening one, so it doesn't have the closing tags. And you can see here we've got the blue color, which is the representing the container of the first unordered list. Within our mouse has disappeared. Within the unordered list we have the list items, and if that list item was going to have another second level menu, it would have yet another unordered list within it, and also it would have other list items within it as well. Alright, let's go to the next page. You can see how this works. Right, at the top I've got the same picture here which we had on the previous page, and we can see how the color codes of this HTML code kind of represents housing or wrappers for the information. So here there's the blue, which is the original UL. Within it we have 4 list items. Within the list item called services, we have yet another UL, the green one, and its own list items within it. Alright, let's go to the next page, which popped up a moment ago. And this is going to be the code that we would see in our HTML. The blue, again, is the same color. The blue, that's the open one, and this is the closed. And then each blue has list items. One's home, a service. Now notice the home has got its closing tag here, but the services does not have the closing tag. Its closing tag is down there. And so within this area, all of this is actually inside this particular line of code. So then we have a secondary UL. Within it, we have its list items, and then it closes, and then the services closes. The next line is just a blog, so that's the list I opening. There is no close. Its closing LI is down here, so therefore within it we have another secondary list. That's the opening and close, and within it we have the LI, close LI, open LI, close LI within it. The fourth list of the original, the top level, is an open LI. My mouse keeps disappearing. Open LI here, and it doesn't have any second levels because it closes there. And so the closing LIs in these lists are the secret. If you get them wrong, it's not going to work, and so it's really important to keep an eye out for those. Now, what this would look like just on a page without the colors looks like that. And initially that can be a little bit daunting, but once you've kind of like started getting the idea of where they fit, it's not so bad. Now, To fit this effectively on the PowerPoint, all of this area should have been indented up to about here so that it would have been easy to read, but I had to kind of squash it up to get it on this PowerPoint. So that is actually the same. We've got the open UL, close UL, the LIs, the services, doesn't have the closing LI there, it's got it down here, and that's the reason it would have been so much easier if this was indented. It would have been easy to see. And then you open UL, close UL, and this likewise has been indented, but it's got its own LIs, and so forth. Okay. We need to have a behavior file when we're actually going to use this type of menus. And the reason why is, as we can see on the screen, we need to be able to hover properly. And we do have a problem, that is Microsoft decided to go out on its own and not do it properly, or to do it with how everybody else decided to agree on doing it. And so we need to include a particular file which we call a behavior file. And all this is just a whole pile of JavaScript code which is going to tell the iExplorer how to do it properly. And it has an extension which is called the HTC extension. Can be called anything, as long as it's got that particular extension, it will work. But as a general rule, we just simply call it the behavior file. Then everybody knows what you're talking about. Okay, how do we add or include the behavior file into your CSS? It's very simple. We just simply write this line of code. It will be in the body function. If the body function has a whole pile of other stuff, just simply add this into its own line, and this name is going to be that you've got no choice. It has to be called the behavior URL, and this name can be anything providing it's the same as your file, your behavior file. Okay, now our CSS menu will require some more code, and we need to be able to change all sorts of things, the background colors, even put a picture in with the menu, whatever we like. And to do that, we use the following code. Now we have a lot of referencing to the ULs and the UL list items and all sorts of things. And this is actually within the CSS. What this is going to be doing is changing the colors or styling our menu to show what it's like. And we'll go into more detail in the next video.